Hello everyone, how are you? Our lesson today talking about adding and subtracting rational numbers. First of all, let's remember some concepts like additive identity element. The additive identity element is 0. The additive inverse of fraction like 3 over 7 is the same, but we will change its sign to make it negative 3 over 7. For example, additive inverse of negative 4 over 9, we will use the same by changing the sign of 4 over 9 to get positive 4 over 9. The additive inverse of 6 over 11 power 0, since any number power 0 equal 1, then the additive inverse of 1 is negative 1. The additive inverse of negative 6 over 11 power 0, the same answer we will get 1, so the additive inverse of 1 is negative 1. The additive inverse of absolute value of negative 3 over 5, since the absolute value clearing the negative sign, so we will get the answer of this one 3 over 5 as positive fraction. So the additive inverse of positive 3 over 5 is negative 3 over 5. What about the additive inverse of 0? We will get 0 because 0 is neutral element, neutral number. Okay, there is no negative or positive. This is neither positive nor negative. So the additive inverse of 0 stay the same 0. Let's see how to find the result of each of the following in the simplest form. Let's see how to add two fractions. As we studied before, to add two fractions, we have to make both of them the same denominator to add both of them. Here 1 over 5 plus 2 over 5, since both of the two fractions, they have the same denominator, so we can add the numerators to say 1 plus 2, this is equal 3 over 5. Let's see the next fractions. 1 over 9 plus 4 over 9, this is equal 5 over 9, because both of them, they have the same denominator. Negative 3 over 7 plus negative 4 over 7. Here we have sign of adding numbers we studied in primary 6. If we have two numbers at the same sign like positives, we will get the answer positive, okay, after adding them. If they have the same sign like negatives, both of them negatives, we will get the same sign in our result to get negative after adding them. But if they were different sign, one of them positive and the other negative, we will subtract by putting the sign of the greatest absolute value. So here this is negative 7 over 7, this is equal negative 1. And here we have two fractions with the same sign, so we will put negative and we will add them to get negative 12 over 8. And we have to put this fraction in simplest form by dividing both of numerator and denominator by the common divisor, by dividing by 4. So we will get negative 3 over 2. By solving the other one, 5 over 7 plus negative 3 over 7, as we said, since both of them, they have different signs, so we will subtract by putting the sign of the greatest absolute value. Here we will subtract 5 minus 3 to get 2, and we will put the sign of the greatest absolute value is positive, because here 5 over 7 is the greatest, is greater than 3 over 7. So the answer is positive 2 over 7. 4 over 9 plus negative 5 over 9. Here they have different sign, so we will subtract by putting negative sign because this is the sign of the greatest absolute value. 3 over 5 plus absolute value of negative 4 over 5. We will solve this one. Here we have positive 4 over 5 because here this is absolute value. We will cancel the negative sign. So 3 over 5 plus 4 over 5, this is equal 7 over 5. In question H, here we have two fractions, absolute value of two fractions. So here this is, we will get it out of the bracket of the absolute value by positive 5 over 9. And the other one also positive 4 over 9. So 5 over 9 plus 4 over 9 equal 9 over 9, and this is equal 1. How to add two fractions with different denominators? Here we have to make both of them with common denominator. The common divisor for 3 and 6 is 6, because here we can change 3 to make it 6 by multiplying both of numerator and denominator by 2 to get 2 over 6. We will multiply numerator by 2 and denominator by 2 to get 2 over 6 plus 5 over 6, and we will get 7 over 6. Let's solve the next question. Negative 1 over 4 plus negative 1 over 3. Also here we have to make both of them with common denominator. The common divisor for both of them, or the common denominator for both of them, is 12. Because we can change 3, we can make it 12 by multiplying by 4, and we can change the denominator 4 in the first fraction by multiplying by 3 to get 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 4 is 12, and the other one, 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 times 3 is 12. So we will get negative 3 over 12 plus negative 4 over 12 to get negative 7 over 12. Here also we have two fractions with different denominators. Here this one, 4 over 5, we need to make it the same denominator, 10. So we will multiply this fraction by 2, numerator and denominator, to get 8 over 10. So negative 2 over 10 plus 8 over 10, we will get 6 over 10, because here the two fractions with different sign. So we will subtract them to get 6 over 10. But 6 over 10, this is not simplest form. So we need to simplify this fraction by dividing both of them by 2 to get 3 over 5. Question D, 6 over 16 plus negative 8 over 24. Let's simplify each one. Here we can multiply this one by 3 to get 48, or you can simplify this one dividing by 2 to get denominator 8, and this one to simplify it dividing by 2 to get denominator dividing by 4 to get 2 over 6, and we will make this one simplify it one more time to get dividing by 8, it's gonna be 1 over 3, and we will make this one and the other one the same denominator. And this is another way. We can multiply this denominator by 3, and the other one we will multiply it by 2 to get denominator or common denominator 48. So we will get 18 over 48 after multiplying this one by 3, and the other one after multiplying numerator and denominator by 2 to get the same denominator or the common denominator 48, and we will add them to get 2 over 48. Because this is positive and this is negative, so we will subtract 18 minus 16 to get 2. And we will put this fraction in simplest form by dividing both of the two terms by 2 to get 1 over 24. The other one, negative 9 over 15 plus negative 4 over 20, both of them, they have the same sign, negative, so we will add them. Here the common denominator for both of them, to make both of them denominator 60. We can multiply this one by 4 and this one by 4, numerator and denominator. The other fraction, we will multiply it by 3 to get denominator 60 for both of them, like that. And we will add them because both of them, they have the same sign, negative. So we will get negative 48 over 60. Okay, let's continue. After writing negative 48 over 60, we will put this fraction in simplest form to get negative 4 over 5. Let's explain the properties of addition operation. We have some properties like, for example, like the closure property. Closure property from the word closing. after adding any two rational numbers, you will get answer belongs to the rational number. So the addition operation, this is under the closure property. Using closure property, you will get the answer always belongs to the rational number. So here this is closure property. The answer must be including or entire the rational number. The next property, commutative property. Commutative property means switching the two fractions or the two numbers. So if I said a plus b, it's equal b plus a. Or for example, if I said 2 plus 3, the same as 3 plus 2, the answer stay the same. So this is the second property of addition operation. The associative property means if you have three numbers, for example, to add them, you can choose any two numbers to add them first, and the answer you will add it to the third one, or you can add the second and the third number, and the answer you can add it to the first one, and the answer stay the same. I mean, you can choose any two fractions to add them first. Okay, the answer stay the same, the answer cannot be changed. Then this is the third property of addition. This is called associative property. The additive identity element, as we said in the first slide, the additive identity element or the additive neutral element is 0. By adding any number to 0, you will get the same number. For example, if I said 5 plus 0, you will get the same number, the same fraction, equal 5. So this is the additive identity element, adding any number to 0. The additive inverse, to change the sign of your number. For example, if I said 5, okay, then the additive inverse of 5 is negative 5. Let's use the addition operation, okay, addition properties to find the answer of this one. 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2 plus 3 over 4. Let's use some properties like commutative, like associative property to find the result of this one. Here we need to choose two numbers, okay, to add them first. I think 1 over 4 plus 3 over 4, since both of them they have the same denominator 4, so we can add them first. It's easier than adding 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2. So we need to put 3 over 4 beside 1 over 4. So we need to use commutative property to make switching for both of these two fractions. So it's gonna be like this: 1 over 4 plus 3 over 4 plus 1 over 2. This property is called commutative property. After making commutative property, we will use brackets. We will make brackets around these two fractions, 1 over 4 and 3 over 4, to make it like this. Then this property is called associative property. Let's find the result of adding these two fractions, 1 over 4 plus 3 over 4, to get 1 plus half. Then the answer is 3 over 2. This is the closure property. Let's solve one more question. 2 over 7 plus 3 over 4 plus 5 over 7 plus 1 over 4. I think adding these two fractions, 2 over 7 and 5 over 7, since they have the same denominator 7, so we can start adding both of them first. This is easier than adding different denominators. And also 3 over 4 and 1 over 4, we can combine them or we can add them. So we need to use commutative property by switching these two fractions that lying in the middle, 3 over 4 and 5 over 7, to make 5 over 7 beside 2 over 7 and 3 over 4 beside 1 over 4, to make it like that. This property is called the commutative property. And after doing that, we need to put brackets around the like terms or the like denominators like this. Okay, this property is called associative property. Let's find the result of each bracket. Here 2 over 7 plus 5 over 7, we will get 7 over 7 or 1. And also 3 over 4 plus 1 over 4, we will get 4 over 4 or 1. After that, 1 plus 1, this is equal 2. And this property is called closure property. This was our lesson. I hope it was so clear. If you have any question, if you please ask and try to watch the video one more time. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.